Hello, everybody. My name is Zalrok Chaos, and welcome to the table. I hope you all enjoy. So, today we're on Chaotic Roll. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have an amazing time, and maybe people don't die. I don't know. It's Chaotic Roll. Everyone may die. This is a fact. Chaotic roll, it is the best. Chaotic roll, it is. I lost the rhyme, Zalrok, it's time. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Chaotic roll, Zalrok's here, number one to go. My song sucks, let's go. Chaotic roll.
The party's a train wreck, don't you know?
That's some pretty high energy to start the stream off.
Hey, I'm normally low energy, so I thought this was a good thing to be.
I mean, I'm excited. It gets me hyped. I'm just pointing out that it's unusually high energy.
Alright, so I got a 15. I wonder what that means on the Great Luck scale. So great. So, last time you guys had finished off the fire newts, which means that, you guys can now finish up the quest. And, Galen, since you're on your phone, could you wear headphones so I don't hear, or whoever's echoing, because Beast, I'm hearing like terrible painful noise from your end.
You shouldn't be. Can you say something?
Hello there. Okay,
And
good.
it's not me, because it's only turning green when I say something.
That's... No, I'm still hearing... I'm somehow hearing static from your end.
I hear a little static as well.
I'll switch back to the laptop and use push to talk again.
Alright. Alright, so, you guys finish off fire newts. You're around, I would say, 3 miles. So I don't know what that translates into hours. I'm a metric person. I know metric more than American. So
That for a group of physically fit adventurers, 3 miles should take at the very most an hour and a half. Even with our very weird party composition where we have multiple centaurs, a hobgoblin, and a wide variety of physically different adventurers.
well, in this case, because you guys had dealt with the problems surrounding
So, just
the centaurs and the hobgoblins problems,
is there any?
is there any loot? Zal had forgotten to roll the loots.
Also, is there anything useful we can harvest from these?
I don't think fire newts have any type of thing for that.
Aren't they fish people or what?
No, fire newts are basically walking salamanders that are around 5 foot tall.
So can we eat them?
Kaylin, why?
Their
No.
attention. Can we not, please?
We can't. None of us here are made of fire, and they're fire. So I'm gonna step in and be like, "Hey, don't."
Oh, so we can use them as matches.
No, they're not made of fire. They're literally just flesh and blood, but they're immune to fire.
Take the victory, Zal. I'm trying to help us in the future.
Oh, okay, they're made of they're elemental fire lizards. There.
I feel like I'm being. Are they fire or are they made of flesh and meat?
They're fire lizards.
So we can use them for matches.
No, because they're literally made of fire.
That's what tinder boxes are for.
So we can just collect them and keep them around to warm us up when we go into the Arctic.
Luciano, your way out isn't working.
We're not gonna keep the corpses of creatures that we slay. So no, that's not. I'm okay. At the very least, I will set this to a vote. If you in this party would like to do miscellaneous things with the corpses of the monsters that we come across that are not skinning them or and only skinning animals, not humanoids.
Well, I've been trained to use every resource, so I don't see the issue with using fire.
We're
not
can we
having
not,
this
can we
fight.
not do this, please?
Galen, I already told you not to do this anymore.
Pragmatically speaking, we will just be burdened by the weight if we keep doing this. So let's not.
Also, I'm still trying to look where I had written down a lot of my magic items that I had written down ages ago. So, hold on, everyone. Also, I still then again, I did roll a terrible luck roll, so I don't think you guys are going to get magic items.
So this was the one roll that we didn't do great in, because last time we had random rolls we came across centaurs. So
it was more of a luck roll instead of an encounter roll, to be perfectly frank.
So, let's head back to the guild hall.
yeah, back to the guild hall to turn in quest and maybe even meet new people.
Just hold on one moment though, because I, as DM, need to find out how much to reward you guys. So this'll take. So you guys can be on your way to the guild hall, but I will be. I will possibly just. Oh, there it is. I can just use that.
So would you like us to tell you and the beautiful listeners what it is that we're doing as we travel back?
Yes, please.
Noticing this this new person that just
Ravenston, we're having a really hard time hearing you.
Yes.
noticing the new person that appeared in the party.
We're about to meet the new person.
The new person isn't in the party right now.
I'm casting ice bolts up in the air. Or no.
Cast them like you just don't care.
Exactly.
As Morthos walks, he casually saunters over to the centaurs, chats with them, and he forgets that they don't speak the same language, and he makes a mental note to prepare. I make a mental note to prepare, because it's weird talking in third person, to prepare a comprehend languages spell when we get back, or the next time I level up and can change what spells I've prepared.
I thought the centaurs also spoke common.
Do they speak common?
No, they speak Sylvan and Elven, which is why the rogue was able to talk to them.
I just want to learn languages here.
One can learn languages by training.
Certain classes also have a skill that enables you to pick up languages. Like the monks have a skill that enables you to comprehend all languages that can be spoken by sentient creatures.
So I'm training with the centaurs and how to speak centaur.
And then that leaves one, since we're down a couple of folks right now. So that leaves one person who hasn't told us what they're doing.
I will be walking and talking with the goblins and the hobgoblin as I invite them back to the guild hall to join us, since they were quite impressive in battle, even though my player technically was not here last week.
Your player was here last week. It's just that your character was NPC'd.
He was an NPC.
That's fine. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
So do I speak Centaurian now?
No, it takes longer than that. The player handbook talks about it, but I can't remember what it says like off the top of my head. I think it takes like a couple of like months and some gold in order to learn a language.
Yeah, it's in Xanthar's. It fully details it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the Xanathar's books that talks about how, depending on your intelligence modifier, depends on how long, minus 10 depends on how many work weeks it takes. So, and of course 25 gold, and then you, or so. So, alright, so for gold, well, no, not gold, because you guys got around GR, GMR, roll, oh, yeah, it's G, each of you all find 12 copper on the Warlock of Emix's body, and that's it.
Just a few copies.
12 copper per character then? Or is that total and we have to divvy it?
That's literally in total.
Okay, so we have to divvy it. How many players do we have again?
We get like nothing.
The total number of people who were in the battle was 5. It was everyone except for Duck. So actually no, it was a lot more in that specific battle because we also had NPCs with us. We had 3 NPCs, not counting Krakenston. So.
Why would you not want to count me?
No, I'm not talking about Harathenston. I'm talking about Krakenston.
Oh, Krakenston. They sound the same way.
Yeah, let's see, 12 copper. Let's just say 1 copper just to make it easy.
I feel so rich.
I look over at Hreffinston and I say, it's not the wealth that matters, it's the memories that we make along the way.
That's so cheesy.
I just looking. I just glare at. And then fire an ice bolt over his to just where it won't hurt him.
So should we go ahead and enter the guild hall now and turn in our quest? Feels like it's been forever since we've been back here, so.
Oh yeah, Beast, to convince the hobgoblin to come with you, I would require a persuasion, but you have advantage because you're his boss.
Okay. Since the goblins and bugbear and since the goblinoid races usually go by intimidation, can I use intimidation instead?
Sure. The other goblins aren't there because they were left behind because, you know, they would have just died horribly against the fire newts. So
Gotcha. I'll just push my weight around. It's like, yeah, you will join me or you will suffer.
Hi guys, sorry for the delay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, well.
Well, that works. That 20 works indeed.
What did I miss?
You missed the over intimidation of the goblins.
We just got over to the guild hall. All that we did was we briefly talked about the loot that we got, and we described what we were doing as we got to the guild hall. And if you want, we can just sort of assume that you just sort of vanished, or you can just tell us what it is that you were up to while you were with us. We can just sort of retcon it.
Vanishing is good, but how much did I get?
We got one. We each got 2 copper, each one of our main party members, because that was the loot. 12 copper. We're about to get the rewards from the quest though, so it's fine.
Okay.
We could use you for
I don't
intimidation.
have to ask that. I don't have to add that to the map, right? Like I don't have to add that right now.
Not right now. I'm keeping track of it, and then at the session's end, I'll share notes with what it is that we're supposed to be divvying up.
Okay, awesome.
Lucia,
Yes.
So yeah, I'll just like I pretended that I was sneaking by and no one really knew what I was doing as usual.
So as we enter the guild hall,
I'm just amazed we didn't encounter anything else on the road.
I know. I'm not about to question the RNG gods though.
Can you imagine if there had been a dragon or something?
No, don't imagine that. Don't give the RNG gods any ideas. I walk over to I take our little guild card that has the information that we completed the quest, and I place it on the desk where our reception person is, and I say that we completed the quest, and then I ask, what are our rewards? I don't remember what the rewards for the quest are.
Okay, so she also asked you for the bottle of essence.
I pull out my bottle of essence, and I encourage my pals to come on over and do the same thing. And yeah.
You only really needed the one because the essence is to show how much you killed for.
We
for
killed
the
so
quest.
many things.
All right.
And I throw the heads on the table.
You didn't need to give them the heads, but okay. So
Hey, you know, double is better. You know, if that stupid vial thingy doesn't work with the essence, then at least we have, you know, actual proof that we killed something.
Exactly, my thinking. I don't trust those items.
All right. So
That
for
magic is bad.
oh, all right. So with the essence and its confirmation via with inside of a magical object that confirms how many souls or essences have been collected. You there you get reward. Your reward is one second on rewards.
I look over to my companions and I show just how excited I am for us to finally turn in our quest, and the fact that we're finally back home. We're far away from where things are super hungry and ready to kill us, and it's just nice to be in civilization for like 5 minutes.
Hey.
Also, might
Can
want
the
to
person
mention
that has the highest intimidate the cleric to get us a higher reward?
Please don't.
also might want to mention we should get a signing bonus because we now have brought this hobgoblin and mini goblins into the fold.
We also brought our Triton friend, who is I'm gonna tentatively say with us, even though the PC themselves isn't quite here yet. Hopefully they will be. Hopefully.
All right, so you guys get let's see, 2 embroidered silk handkerchiefs, 1 black velvet mask stitched with silver thread, a gold locket with a painted portrait, a cloth of gold vestments, and a silver ewer. E-W-E-R.
A silver what?
E-W-E-R. Ewer. Or however it's pronounced.
I look over to the person who just gave them to us.
As well as magic item. Is all right, so you guys get also 4 magic items.
This means I'm about to become a detect magic bot.
Upon receiving all of these wonderful awards, I look over at the person who handed them to us and I ask them, so these awards are really fantastic. Unfortunately, we are a fairly small settlement in the middle of a continent that could charitably be described as sparsely populated. Do you have a place where we could temporarily store these very nice items that for the most part we kind of can't really take with us, like the silver ewer or the mask? I mean, we could take the mask, but
Can I wear the mask?
okay, cool.
Like, it fits
The
so
silver
well.
ewer, the silver ewer is still a bit of a problem.
What is that even?
Isn't it like a? I'm gonna look it up right now just so I can be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's like a pot, right?
It's like a water jug.
It's like a water jug,
Yeah.
but very fancy.
Is that a thing we should be taking with us into the wilds of uncivilized lands?
Probably not. But so
I mean, we can just put it in our. I guess we can just put it in our inn room. That's.
Is it like engraving with
Alright, but letting you guys know.
Is there any place where we can just trade and you know, change the stuff into gold and get gold and then we have gold?
Yes, there is, but hold on, I still have to give you your magic items, damn it. All right.
We care about these things.
All right, so you got 1 potion of healing, a spell scroll of 2nd level, and that is random by DM thought. So, I'll let you guys know after. A little, all right. So, actually, no, that's 2 potions of healing. 2 of them. So 2 potions of healing that I already mentioned and keep repeating. A potion of climbing, which should be useful somewhere. And the 2nd level scroll, I'm going to say is a 2nd level enhance ability scroll.
Out of character query. Do we even have a wizard in the group?
Well, enhance ability is a bard spell.
Yeah, I know, but you have to inscribe a scroll. Otherwise it's a one-shot deal. Anybody that has it on their spell list can blow it.
You guys do not have a wizard.
So it might be something to put in the sell pile.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Also, as I look around, I start to look for any unfamiliar faces or familiar faces.
Oh, and before introductions, with the quest completed, everyone gets to level 3. Regardless of your experience point total, you get to level 3.
So how much do we have now? How
Do we just jump from
How much?
the 855 we were at, aside from Curiosity, and hit the 900 needed to level up? Or...
Everyone's at level 3, regardless if you were on the quest or not.
Well, okay.
Cool.
But how much is that in XP points?
It sounds like
900.
You gotta hit 900, so we probably just crossed the threshold.
it sounds like he might be doing milestones now instead.
Zola's doing milestones, yes. Because just doing it by experience kinda sorta screws over new people who would join in, so.
Yeah, we don't want to have to spend hours grinding.
Okay,
Right.
quick question. Does the Black Velvet Mask have any bonuses?
No, it's just a regular treasure item.
Okay.
Just wear it for the style points.
Fashion dungeons.
So as we're chatting, are we approached by any new cool strangers?
Yes, in this case, Jamie, introduce your character. As you guys are... Well, it's time to introduce your character. Alright, as you guys are divvying up the loot and doing everything, a slightly magical slash mechanical being strides over and they're quite well, very naturey, to say the least.
Hello. It sounds like you have been adventuring.
I'd say so. We spent the last couple of not several nights, but we spent about the last 4 nights or so in the woods and then in the south. So we know our way around this very odd place, I guess you could say.
Would I recognize her?
No.
Would you be looking for any companions to assist you with future quests?
I examine the mysterious stranger ahead of us, and I think it'd be super cool if the mysterious stranger described themselves so that way our pals could know exactly what it is that we're looking at.
I am a stone, and I am a creature that looks like she is made of stone and has dully glowing yellow gemstone eyes and a body made of vine-like dark tendrils underneath that stone.
I look over our potential new companion, impressed by the mysterious form, and then I look to my companions and do the hand motion that indicates.
You get interrupted.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
you see me sneaking over and trying to check in her pocket, and I'm totally making her all about this because I want to know what's in there.
I wait a second before making the hand motion at you that indicates that you should probably stop, since we don't want to startle a potential new ally and thus make a new enemy. And move my hand so that way you know to approach us so that we can do our typical team huddle and discuss whether or not we're in need of a new companion.
Yeah. You're just no fun. I just wanted to check. Okay, so I come over.
So,
What is the gym rolling?
this is not the time to discuss those metaphysical concepts like things that would indicate that we know that we're in a game.
Okay.
I look over at y'all and I point out that some of our companions tend to go mysteriously missing from time to time. It might not be a bad idea for us to get allies when and where we can find them, and this mysterious creature seems friendly. Maybe we could go out on a little bit of a test quest, so to speak.
I have to say, this potential new companion looks very solid. So chances are we won't get squished all that easily, perhaps.
That's a very good point. Raffenston, what are your thoughts, my friend?
Looks like a good.
Raffenston is being interrupted by the power of their own sorcery. Karakenston, what do you think?
The more the merrier is always good to me.
That's 2 votes for yes, 3 votes for yes with my vote. Raffenston, are you able to speak to us, or are your sorceress powers a little bit too mysterious right now?
I'm looking into the air with various diamonds and whatnot appearing and disappearing, very like transcendental looking. And then I snap out of it and say, "Yeah, I say let him in."
Awesome.
Right,
We got a new companion. I look over to our mysterious new friend, and I ask a question that could be very dumb, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't been asked. Hi, companion. What is your name?
My name is Andro.
Cool name. Uh, so, with our new companion at our side, we turn to the people who give out the quests, the quest board, because it's not a person, and we look to see what quests there are. Mysterious voices that sometimes talk to us. What quests are there?
Oh, well, if you are to see, you all should see a brand new quest. I clicked the show to players button. You should see it now.
I look over at the quest, and I feel anxious, getting ready to go into a new quest so quickly. So I look to my friends and I suggest that we accept the quest, but maybe that we first decide what it is we want to do, particularly with the magical items. I'm cool giving one of the potions to Krakenston, who is constantly on the front lines of battle, and to gonna take a second. Odalin, if Odalin ever reappears. But that way our frontline fighters are the people who have the potions. But I also suggest that it might not be a bad idea for Elfie to have one, because if Elfie is ever in a pinch, Elfie is very squishy, and having a potion of healing probably helps.
You know, I have an odd question. Because I cannot add this, head thingy without, like, that. So you cannot just add it. It's just, like, extra, right?
Pardon?
Do you mean your mask?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any AC or anything. It's literally just something fancy to wear.
Can I get a charisma for it then?
It doesn't
Come
have
on,
any
I look
magical.
pretty. Look at me. You can have all the rest, but I want to look pretty in my mask. Yeah.
If you want this, then if you wanted to have a charisma bonus, roll a persuasion on on me.
Okay.
We're getting really meta apparently. So at this point I look over to our companions and include our new friend in the discussions, since they're one of our party members, and quietly remind people that they are the pronouns, and also suggest that we have a discussion.
Wait. Who's they?
Our new companion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Advantageous roll? Disadvantageous roll or normal roll?
You have a normal roll.
Okay.
We still haven't decided what we should do with the other potions, and also we should decide if we want to sell the ewer or if we want to keep it. Not that big of a deal, but it might be some stuff we want to discuss before we throw ourselves headfirst into another deadly quest.
I would say if there is stuff that we cannot really use, we should just sell it all and see if we can get some gold for it. Because gold is much easier to split.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I co-sign that idea and vote in favor of it. What about the rest of our companions? Also, we should probably ask our new companion what talents they bring to the table, because that's not quite clear, aside from the fact that they're a big, beefy person who could probably take some hits, but that's not really a talent, because technically I could also take hits, and I'm not good at that. So
Would our new companion be
That's
like
just been
on the front line?
demonstrated.
could you Elfie, could you repeat what you asked?
Um, to our new companion, would you be on the front line? Like, would you be fighting, heads on? Because if so, I'm very willing to give you the potion that I just got.
It really depends on what form I choose to take on a given moment.
That's interesting. You say forms, so then does that mean that you can change your appearance?
I can take on the form of various animals.
That's cool.
And also coat myself in armor from mushroom spores.
That's amazing. Other question. Can you drink potions when you're in another shape?
I can.
Then here you go.
Conversations are neat, guys. So at that point, it seems as though, unless anyone has any objections, now might be a good time for us to get ready to go to the swamp. Does anyone have anything that they feel they need to get done while they're here? Oh wait, we should probably take a long rest.
Yeah, definitely.
Might be a good idea.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, you guys leveled up, so make sure you do that.
I honestly didn't know we were gonna be
Did my
like
fate
leveling
roll,
up
did my
this
fate
way.
roll work? Did I charm my fate and do I get like a fancy hat now? Can I get a fancy mask?
It was a really high roll.
All right. Your mask gives you a +1 to charisma.
Awesome.
At this point, I high five Alfie because Alfie talking with the voice of God produced really neat results. Heck yeah. I did not know we were going to be leveling up, so give me a second to see what it is the bards get at level 3 aside from their college.
So that includes your guys's, well, everyone's health upgrades, which is your hit dice gets increased for the bard, rogue. You guys eat your and the paladin and the fighter when she gets here. That you guys eat your subclass. The sorcerer gets the meta magic, and the druid gets another upgrade. I forgot what.
I get some new spells. Level 2.
Yeah, new spells.
Oh, I get expertise. That's the other thing I get. I also get skill, like my college stuff, but I get expertise, which is really cool.
And you can
Hey,
add that on persuasion if you really wanted.
I don't have anything.
I have a problem because it asks me about the mask. It asks me proficiency bonus and attribute. Like attributed to the charisma. Right?
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have proficiency with it. You just get your +1 charisma to it.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't like not choose anything. I have to choose something, and I'm just like basically putting in something and then like subtracting whatever is not supposed to be there. Because it just doesn't let me pick anything. Like it says proficient, expertise, check of all trait, and nothing else. Like it doesn't let me change.
Shells for Justice Demon, thank you for the follow.
It's a really great name.
You know what? I would just put in proficient and I would just mod -3 and then it's on 1 and then it's good. How about that?
Sure. Oh, I'm fine with this. Also, I'm so glad I added Capagen. It's so amazing.
So, as we do our long rest, all the time that my character has spent healing other people has just sort of soaked into his being, and he becomes a member of the College of Mourning. And for those of you who don't know, the College of Mourning is a very unusual college that specializes in healing, sometimes undead things, which is unfortunate, but my character is mostly motivated by the healing, and he gains the Spare the Dying cantrip, which means that we now have 2 walking defibrillators in our team. Yay!
And you also gain healing spells. Woo!
I've always had healing spells, but now I can do even more healing. Everyone gets a heal.
I can now levitate the bar.
So as we do our rest, are we back in the inn? And also, as another general question, do we just have like some sort of long-term sleeping arrangements that are always waiting for us whenever we come back from questing and other shenanigans?
Because you're adventurers, you guys get, and because you're like the only adventurers at the guild, you guys, like the only party of adventurers, you guys get like free rooms to yourselves.
Heck yeah. That's a really nice deal.
Unfortunately, food and drink isn't free. You have to pay for something.
That's fine.
Can we just intimidate and get free food and drink?
Please no.
Unless you want to be kicked out.
We own the fine stuff.
We don't own it.
You don't own it.
We're friends. Like, you could say we're friends, but it's better to say that we have a loose relationship with the owners because we help encourage tourists to come. But that doesn't mean we own it. We gotta pay for our food, and that's fine. I offer to pay for Harafinston's food rather than Harafinston intimidating any of our potential business partners.
Yeah, we're gonna actually need money because I have none. So
I have 115 gold coins, so
you can pay for my meal. Then.
that's fine. I'll pay for everyone's food. This is fine. As long as we don't intimidate the shopkeepers or the people who make this place a tiny bit civilized.
But you guys have, like, all those items that you can sell to the guild for 25 gold around there.
Oh yeah, we can intimidate the merchant.
No! This is exactly what I was trying to keep from happening.
Please don't intimidate the merchant.
I mean, if we don't want to.
So, as we get ready to begin our rest, I guess we just sort of go and like eat and do our preparations and stuff, all that jazz. Should we just fast forward to the next day so that we can go out into the swamp?
Yeah, let's do that. I have to find.
I have a very odd technical question. I'm super sorry for interrupting again. But since we're all sleeping and I'm dreaming around, what is this archetype stuff?
Archetypes are. Okay, I'm getting an echo from someone.
Just give me a sec. Try again.
Alright, so archetypes for rogues are. One second. I have it written all down because when I was starting out to do the things, I actually wrote down almost every single archetype for all the classes. For rogues, there are Assassin, Thief, Arcane Trickster, Inquisitor, or Inquisitive, Mastermind, Scout, Swashbuckler, and Divine Herald. Those
Okay,
are
what's the difference between thief and assassin?
thieves. Hold
Thieves
on.
are thieves gain skills that enable them to do, among other things, be like better sneaks, and then assassins have skills that, among other things, make them extraordinarily powerful in combat, but under very specific circumstances. One of the first skills an assassin gets is the ability that on the first turn before an enemy acts, if an assassin launches an attack against it, that attack is done with advantage, and they get to roll additional damage. And also, as Chenna said, 10 to 15 years in prison for being an assassin.
Also, you get any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a crit.
Yeah, just a truly powerful being in the right circumstances.
Also, thieves are literally gain. You could use your cunning's action to do sleight of hand checks to using your thieves tool to disarm a trap or open a lock, or use an object action. So basically, you become the skill monkey with thief, or the super murder hobo as assassin. Arcane Trickster allows you to use wizard spells to basically do things. In Xanathar's Lost Notes, for rogues, you get Divine Herald, which basically makes you a religious rogue. So you get like 3 cantrips from the cleric spell list. You have spell casting as basically as a cleric rogue, where you get spells from the cleric stuff, and your sneak attack deals radiant damage. And then you can make intelligence checks to recall any, and you add double your proficiency bonus to history or religion. For in Xanathar's Guide, you get Inquisitive, Mastermind, Scout, and Swashbuckler. Each of those are completely different. For Inquisitive, you basically are able to have better insight and perception and investigation checks. You can make insight checks by a target's deception. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the roll, but not if you have disadvantage on it. So basically, you're really good at countering things.
You know, maybe I should just go for assassin, since I for some reason always seem to like kill everyone.
I knew that you were gonna go with assassin.
You know, I was thinking about thief, but every time we encounter someone, we kind of just attack them, so thief doesn't really help.
I'm doing my best to make it so that we're not murder hobos. I'm just not very good.
Well.
Okay, I can be your, like, you know, on-demand murder hobo if you really want.
On-demand murder hobo.
Murder hobo for hire. It's the new slogan for assassins everywhere.
That's
So okay, that's
hilarious.
Iseth and I who've done our subclasses. Who else do we have left to do their subclasses since we're hitting level 3?
Well, druids and sorcerers already have them. It looks
What about
like
paladins?
the paladin is currently doing his.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've done mine.
Make sure you guys are increasing your health total.
Did you want us to roll that, or do you want us to take the average?
You can do either or. I don't care.
I got
You
I
got,
got a
crit on
natural
that.
highest. I got the natural highest score. I'm so happy.
Okay, wait. How much do we add health?
You do your hit dice, or you just average it out.
Had dice.
So if you go over onto your character sheet and you go look at your current hit points or your temporary hit points, below that you're going to see a thing that says hit dice. And you just need to click on that, and then that will tell you your new, yeah. Oh, another nat. Nice. So you just add that to your current total.
Unfortunately for Raffenstein, they got lower. They got 5.
I took the average. I'm not gonna screw myself.
Oh, come on! It just makes you easier to kill.
I don't know what you're talking.
No,
you
you just-
You're talking about.
Easier to kill.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask one dumb question. When we hit the experience points total needed to advance to our next level, do you want us to stay like? I'm at level 3. I say I have 900 experience points. Do you want me to reduce that to 0, or how do you want me to do that?
It would actually be easier, probably. Just quick question. What do I have to add this?
You add into your total, and it would, you know where your current and the hit point maximum is. You would add that. You would add your 10 to both, so you'd be at 27 HP.
And on top of the hit point too, like total hit point 13.
Both would be 27.
Okay.
All right, so that's all of that.
And
the
where
one
do you
thing.
add the? Sorry.
One thing I still need to do is figure out. Oh, I just got my first second level skill slots. Nice.
Yay!
I can do even more healing now.
Even more magic.
I just want to heal people. This is me deciding to be like a cleric life domain, but realizing that the cleric life domains aren't very good at healing until they get to like really high levels. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a bard. Just a very kind healing bard.
So I select level 2 spells.
One quick second, sorcerer. Alright, so for level 3 you get 2 second spell slots, 4 first slots. You gain 1 second level spell because it's, and you have to choose your meta magic.
Okay. And the meta magic is.
Meta magic's in your player handbook. You get careful spell, distance spell, empowered spell, extended spell, heightened spell, quickened, or subtle spell. You get 2 out of those.
Okay, so these affect all magic spells then.
Yes, but they do cost your sorcery points to use.
Okay, then I'll take quicken spell.
Alright, that allows you to turn a spell that has a casting time of 1 action to be a bonus action instead. As long as you spend 2 sorcery points for it.
Okay, and I'll take detect fox as my next spell.
You still get your second meta magic option.
Okay, so quickened and the others were.
Careful, distant, empowered, extended.
Empowered.
Yeah, with empowered you can use 2 meta magic options at once. So with empowered you could spend 1 Zork point to reroll a number of the damage dice up to your charisma mod, minimum of 1. You must use the new rolls. But you can only use empowered spell after you already used a different meta magic option. You can't just...
So I can cast Quicken and then Empower. Right?
I think that's yeah, I think that's the order of doing it.
Okay, cool.
And remember, you could always just consume sorcery points from sacrificing spell slots.
Okay. So now I can read Luciana's mind.
I just finished adding all of my new magic. So I'm now a much better healing wizard, but I can also do crowd control. So that's exciting.
You're not a wizard, though.
I'm now a much better heal person.
You're not a wizard, Harry.
I'm doing my best. My best just isn't very good. I say this constantly.
It's fine, Luciano. Maybe you won't die. This is fine.
My whole thing is making sure we don't die. I do very little of the killing and almost all of the healing. And now I can do even more of the healing.
You do gain proficiency in medicine and religion.
Yep. I think religion was one of the few things I didn't have proficiency in before, and now I do. It's great. I just made a random check, ignore it. That was not what I was trying to do.
You do have grief note now.
If I had needed that check, I would have done very good, and I appreciate that. I do have grief note now. I don't know what that does. I just know
at 3rd level, when a creature you can see within 60 feet, including you, deals damage to a target other than itself, aka attacks something, you can use your reaction to spend 1 of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die and adding the number on the die to the damage of the attack. The creature also regains hit points equal to the number on the die.
I can make y'all into leeches. Great. If I was evil, I'd be terrible.
Well, essentially, you allow people to deal extra damage and regain health by attacking something.
My powers of being a disposable dice dispenser continue to expand.
Oh wait, don't you also get like Song of Rest too?
I got that at 2nd level.
Oh. Don't you get an additional thing at 3rd level for being a bardy boy?
Expertise, I have to pick even more things to add proficiency to. I think I have it pulled up. I'm gonna look at it right now. It is 2. Oh wait, no. I choose 2 things I'm already proficient in, and then I double the proficiency bonus. So if I pick the right things, I can get a +6 to my checks. At 3rd level. Great.
You're a skill monkey, aren't you?
It's literally the only thing I'm good at, and even that, I'm not very good at it yet. But by the time I get to like level 15, it's frightening.
Yeah, there's a way of doing that on the Roll20 sheet too. I think you hit the level of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm on it right now. So yes, let's see. What do you gonna choose?
So, I
It
am
has to be
actually
something you're
not.
already proficient in.
I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm tempted to do
Why not perception? That'll help you out a lot.
that. Okay, I'm gonna do perception because the way you said that is very suggestive, and not in a way that suggests me and my friends are gonna be alive. So,
Maybe survival too, considering you don't have a ranger anymore.
you know what? You aren't wrong.
I do have survival though.
Oh, it's true. We have a super cool paladin.
I am garbage at perception though.
I also have survival.
That's right. We
Like,
have the druid now.
yeah, that's true.
Ow, echoes.
My perception is garbage because I only have the one eye.
So that actually makes me conflicted about like what I should be putting my bonuses in, because I have one thing that's 5, and if I put one of my bonuses in that means that I could just get a +10 to any roll that I make, which would be kind of amazing. Unfortunately, religion in a lot of campaigns, religion's kind of garbage. So,
You wouldn't get a +10, you'd get a +7 because it's additional proficiency, not doubling it. Doubles your proficiency bonus in that skill, not doubles the skill.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, so your proficiency is
2 right
whatever.
now.
Yeah, so it would be instead of being 2, it would be 4.
I think I'm just gonna put it in medicine and then perception. Yeah.
Yeah, that way your passive wisdom would be 15, which would help you guys out immensely.
I'm gonna have to see about how I can put that into the thing, into the Roll20 system after this session.
Actually, you can do that by clicking, core bio spells and the little gear icon. Gear icon. And then scroll down. And then there's the normal next to all the skill names and the skill options.
Okay.
Just set that up to expertise in those skills you want them at.
Expertise. And then, so it's medicine and... God, I wish I had a better memory.
And perception. There we go.
Thank you. Also, it took me a hot second to realize that you could just straight up possess my my character sheet. That spooked me just now. I was not expecting that.
Perception, I just realized.
Alright, well, I'm currently waiting for the monster manual tokens because they have something I need in the campaign.
Summoning a dragon.
Actually, if you keep telling me what to add, I'll just add something from the currently downloaded,
Please no.
things.
Only one person's doing that. Don't punish all of us.
I'm not telling him what to add. I'm just making sure.
Okay, Luciano, I require you to roll a persuasion to not have me give you something dangerous and deadly.
Oh no, now I wish I had a higher persuasion bonus. No, come on.
Yes.
That's not good.
To fight something deadly.
We just got level 3. I don't want us to die. We're just now selecting our like special classes. Our paths.
Oh, what did I roll on that deadly roll? Oh, I rolled a 7. Oh.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh no, a 7 for the things that are going to murder you guys dead. Oh.
Darn it. Don't play with my heart this way.
It's fine. It's really fine. No, don't worry about it.
Can I have?
I really hope our murder hobo for hire was able to add her bonuses to all of her stuff, because we're apparently about to need her very special set of skills.
I am still trying to figure out how to add what and where and when and how. I'm way too noobish for this. So what exactly am I supposed to do here?
Okay. Iseth, okay, so on your character sheet, for the assassin, the assassinate, yeah, it goes like that. You add that.
Okay, but it says assassinate. Wait. Okay, it says assassinate, and then it says, like, the description here says assassinate, and then like that's it, right? Or do I have to add more?
Hold on.
There in assassinate it says I don't know. I don't even know if that's the right place where I got that stuff from, because I'm just like googling this as I go along.
I'm adding assassin to your subclass.
Yeah.
Because you're an assassin rogue. So, alright, so for assassin, you get your bonus proficiency. You gain proficiency with disguise kit and poisoner's kit, which you can drag and drop from. Instead of yeah, so it would go into.
I look over and I see that
Our Triton friend has arrived.
Yay!
And they've also hit level 3 with us, which means that they get to pick their subclass, right? Yeah. For fighters, it is level 3. Tight.
Hi, I'm sorry. I think I got confused or turned around or something.
You're level 3.
Oh, good.
Someone is echoing. Someone, for some reason, you're echoing, like, really hard. I'm not sure if that's just on my end, though.
The other people hear it?
It might just have been on my end, because I muted Roll20, and I can't hear it anymore. So it's possible it's just on my end.
Alright, well, if it's a problem, just let me know. I've got my headphones in, so... I would like to be what I want to be now, or...
I mean, all of us have done that, so...
Yeah, level 3 upgrade and stuff.
Yeah.
That might not have been the best way to do it, but that was the way we ended up doing it.
Okay. I would like to be a champion.
Okay. That the champion is like literally the most is in the player's handbook.
Right. And...
Nice.
Also, you need to roll for your increased HP.
Oh, okay.
Or the average.
Okay, sorry for jumping in. So, like, you added the subclass assassin. Is there anything I have to do, or what's going on here?
You don't have to do anything because your hit point maximum and your current hit points are 27. I have already added your assassinate to, well, I got rid of all the extra fluff because it wasn't from the player's handbook.
Yeah, I don't know. So I get only assassinate? Yeah, I don't have to add anything else?
I added your disguise and poisoner's kit proficiencies.
Okay.
So, actually, for your black velvet mask, could you just put that into your equipment?
Okay,
instead of your proficiencies. And you could choose whatever you want for the disguise kit and poisoner's kit thing. Also at 3rd level,
I take disguise.
well, at the 3rd level, your sneak attack is now 2d6. In fact, here's a very easy thing. I can just literally put it inside of your thing. So now it's in your attacks and spell casting now, and that'll allow you to you can just click that instead of rolling out 2d6 every time.
Awesome. Where did you want me to put the mask?
In your equipment, please. It is like, yeah, down next to your features and traits.
Sorry about that.
It's down. It's below your attacks and spell casting, which are below your hit dice, which are below your. It's in the middle of your character sheet. Take oil for all that. Alright then, how goes Chrissy's stuff?
So my,
You're level 3.
yes, so my hit point is supposed to be 1d6. No, 1d10 plus
1d10 plus 3. You could just click the hit dice button. Alright, so add 11 to your hit point maximum and current hit points. So that you would be at 36 HP.
Thank you. Champion?
Yes, you can put it, if you click the little gear button where your fighter and race thing is, you can add that into champion into the subclass.
Go with that.
Alright, champion at level 3 gets improved critical, which basically means all your weapon attack scores hits on 19s or 20s. Oh, yes, and by the way, Luciano, I was just kidding about more dangerous enemies.
I sort of figured, but I was like, oh no. Ooh, that sounds feedback.
I mean, killing dragons is fun.
It's also incredibly difficult at level 3, even with a grand total of 6 player characters, that's a pretty sizable party. But even with that many people, it's not easy to take on a dragon.
Well, the thing is, all we have to do is offer it Luciano, and that would be it.
Yes, offer it the one healer in the party who actually focuses on healing. Good plan.
I mean, it would get us more loot in the end if we all just run away.
So since it's all quiet, Gem, fate of the universe, can I have 2 more questions for you? First,
Just
if
ask.
I have an item that's in my possession, right? I have an item that has plus whatever. Like, do I have to use that, or do I just have to add the plus into my sheet somewhere?
If you
Actually, I think I found out. Awesome.
if you,
No,
if
it adds it by itself. Like, basically, if you click on it, it drops down, and then it's like, if you have it equipped, then you have a mod, and you can have the +1 charisma, and it's automatically adding it.
yes.
Awesome. Okay, and then why do I have a question mark and a query on disguise and poison kit?
Because I just dragged and dropped them into the thing, and you can set them up yourself.
And how do I set them up? Like, what am I supposed to do?
If you hover over it, there should be a little gray gear icon.
Yeah.
And you can change it up yourself there. Like, you could change what attribute it is.
Xanathar's, I think, covers what the different roles those things can do.
Yeah, but is
how you're
it my
using
choice what attribute they are? Like, how can that be my choice?
It depends on how you're using them. I think it's special. It says right in Xanathar's guide which different things do what.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I don't have my Xanathar's book handy.
Yeah, I do have it handy because I am the DM, so... Also, everyone who wasn't here missed my amazing singing, or terrible singing, whichever you look at it, I guess. So for for a disguise kit, you can use it for deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion, or to create a disguise. And since the majority of those are charisma things, you could just say the attribute can be charisma.
Okay.
Well, for a poisoner's kit, You can use that for history, investigation, perception, medicine, nature, survival, or handling poison without harming yourself. So depending, history requires intelligence, investigation requires intelligence, perception requires wisdom, medicine requires wisdom, nature requires wisdom, and survival requires wisdom. So it really depends. You could either have it as history or wisdom, depending on how you want to do it.
What do you mean with history?
By history, you can. Your training with poisons can help you when you try to recall facts about infamous poisonings. Basically.
Makes sense. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's basically how we want to use the kit, how the what the role is. So
Exactly.
Right now, we are in town. We are taking a long rest, and in the long rest, we are leveling up, getting access to our new skills, and some of us who have, I guess, more dramatic subclasses are probably transforming a little bit to properly reflect our special new classes. Although I think like druids and other folks already have their classes picked from level 1. So
Yeah, they just get more stuff.
I'm definitely, because I'm sleeping short, like I'm meditating, right?
Yeah, your short rest is literally 4 hours long
Yeah.
compared
So,
to everyone else.
within those 4 hours, I'm just going through this whole history of adventuring, and I decide by myself, you know, maybe it's not that bad to stab people. I could get used to it. And so as I wake up, I feel much more stabby for some reason.
and in the background, I'm over here like I probably stop us from stabbing people, or at the very least have the ability to help us if we get stabbed, so that way we don't die.
and before the long rest, I of course would have found some secluded spot to put up candles and stuff like that, strap to my into my vestments, and then just meditate and chant in Abyssal for 2 hours before going to sleep.
What oath are you taking?
I'm a paladin of treachery.
Oh, okay.
Paladin
Wants
of
to
what?
be-
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Paladin of treachery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so... there's 3 more minutes till my monster manual tokens are downloaded. Around 4. So...
Oh,
Ow.
sorry, keep going to talk when you take a break. So go ahead.
Okay, who's like, am I the first one awake? Are you all sleeping still?
Iseth, the trance is literally just meditation, so you're meditating instead of being completely asleep. Everyone else, unless, the Warforged druid doesn't really need sleep, technically. Otherwise, everyone else does. So
What about
yes.
the stony person?
Yeah, I don't sleep.
Now, since Mortos has stopped me from strolling around in Stony's back, I totally go to Mortos and I check his back.
That's fine.
Overall.
Morthos is okay with this if it means that Elfie is not up to some shenanigans elsewhere. I'll take one for the team.
Do I have to
Should
like sneak roll for this to see if he will
should
catch
we
me?
both make differing rolls, I guess?
Well,
Yeah.
Elfie would require to do like that would be a stealth roll, and Morthos, that would just be your passive perception because you're asleep.
That
So-
is, it's entirely possible that she'll win since she's a rogue, but my passive perception's pretty high. I'm curious as to how this is gonna go.
DM checks your passive perception. Oh.
It's not super great, but it's definitely
do I have
higher than
advantage?
average.
No, it's just a normal roll.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, that beats your
such
perception.
that's such a high bonus. Oh my goodness. 9.
Yeah, that beats your passive perception. So
I don't have anything impressive. As Elfie searches through my things, she finds a flute, leather armor that I don't sleep in, a backpack, some costumes, some candles, some rations, a water skin, a disguise kit, and then my weapons. So there's nothing impressive there. Was it worth it?
You know, I would totally grab that flute, sneak out, and play around on it, and bring it back before you wake up.
That's fine. Like you got almost double my passive for my passive wisdom. That was that's one of the highest rolls I've ever seen. That wasn't like a natural 20. You would have
Okay.
beaten me without the bonus too. Even if your bonus was 0, you still would have gotten higher.
Nice. Okay, so I take the flute and I sneak out and I play around with it because it's fun.
Do you want to roll a performance check to see how you do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some fun with this, I guess. Nice. You would make a really good bard. That's what I'm learning from this.
So I steal the flute and I sneak out, making sure that no one can hear me, and I just start playing around and timpering around, and I notice it's actually not too bad. You know, I'm not breaking the flute or anything. It doesn't even sound that bad. I really have fun. I jump around, I jiggle around, and then I notice, gosh, so much time passed. I just really put it back before he wakes up again. So I sneak back, and I carefully slide it back into the bag, and then I sneak away.
As I wake up, I feel as though someone else has been playing with my flute, and then I think about it for a second, realize that sounds like an innuendo, and also realize that I don't care since I don't use the flute.
all
So-
right. So now that I have me a monsters, we're gonna have some fun, but buddies and girlies and everybody's in betweens. Zalrok is here, and there is everything to fear. Don't you know?
Oh no.
No.
Let's see. Oh, I see. I made 7. So paste. Paste. Alright. Paste. Paste. There better not be anyone who's in the game watching the stream. That would be rude. Alright, so... alright, so in the morning, you guys are awake. Yes.
Have we like gone to the guild hall and
Yeah.
gotten?
For you to be registered, I don't think you guys did.
Oh, that's true. We actually didn't. I also don't know if our Warforged Druid pal is registered.
What am I registering for?
Register?
To be an adventurer. All of us who are in the original party registered to be adventurers, and we got essence jars and adventure license cards, adventure IDs. And I completely forgot that Odalin hasn't, and I sort of assumed that Enthrall would just sort of already like register while they were chilling, while we were
Yeah,
on
I
our way
wasn't
back.
sleeping or
Right.
doing like. I
Well,
wasn't caring
Odalin
at
could
all
just
that people were
say.
going through your stuff. So sure.
Well, Odalin, we could just pretend signed as soon as we came back, and maybe as well Enthrall.
Should we just retcon it, GM, and say that that was the thing that happened that we just forgot?
Yeah, we can go with that.
Cool.
Maybe
forgot
we
the
just
plan.
had too much to drink and forgot.
Yeah, we were having too much fun.
Too much, yeah.
Did other people get money for what we did?
We didn't get like money, but we got items. I suggested that we were going to give one of our potions of healing, which was one of the things that we got, to you, and then the other one to Harafen. No, not Harafenson. Krakiston. Those two names are a little bit similar, so sometimes I get confused. And then we ended up giving one of the potions to Enthrall, our new companion, and I don't know what we did with the other potion. I don't know if we gave that to you or if we gave that to Krakenston. Because we only have two.
Okay.
But we were talking about selling the flavor items to someone for some gold.
And the what items?
If
We got a range of reward items for completing the quest. Instead of giving us money, it seems like what's going to happen is we're going to get like rewards that's not traditional loot. And we were deciding what to do with them. One of them, which you heard Elfie talking about earlier, was the mask that Elfie now has that also boosts one of her skills.
Yeah, I had to
And-
persuade fate in the universe in order to have more charisma.
A truly impressive persuasion roll happened.
Oh, no, that's cool.
basically, I think the guild hall just basically empties out their lost and found box to the last group adventures that come back.
I can't hear.
I think
One second, I'm currently editing things.
Okay, just to be sure, who got the second potion?
That's a really good question.
Is Chrysanthemum there?
I think they said they gave one to me, which was one of the healing potions.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
didn't do anything with the potion of like climbing or the other potion that we got. We just talked about the potion of healing.
yeah, and we figured that yeah, the tanks can have it. Plus, yeah, I now remember.
So then, is it the tank and the druid that have it? The paladin and the druid who have our potions?
So one was Chrysanthemum and one the new one. That's
Yes.
confusing.
Okay, cool. So that means that it is Krakenston and it is Enthrall, who is currently AFK, who have the potions. Cool. Gonna note that down.
Yeah. And then I was just all into getting the mask, and I just didn't care about anything else. So you guys deal with the rest.
Right. So there's a potion of climbing, and does anybody else know what you guys got?
I'm going back up and I'm gonna read it off. We got 12 copper from the body of the warlock, two I misspelled the word, but two silk handkerchiefs, one black mask, a gold locket with like a painting with like a mini picture on the inside, a cloth thing, and a silver ewer, and 4 magic items, 3 of which are potions, 2 potions of healing, 1 potion of climbing, and the other one is a scroll of enhance ability that we apparently can't use. I don't know scrolls.
Frosting? Use spells?
If it's on your spell list, you can cast off the scroll. Otherwise, a wizard can inscribe it in their spell book. We have no wizard.
Actually, the enhance ability is a bard spell, which means the Bardy Boy can do it.
It me. Hello, once again. I can enhance abilities now. One time, apparently.
Since it's a level 2 spell, you have level 2 slots yet, or no?
Yep, I got them this level.
Okay, so you can cast it then without possibly not being able to cast it. So if you're casting from a scroll at a spell that's higher than the spell slots you have, it's a dice roll whether it works or not.
So Odalyn, can you do something with a climb potion? Or maybe should we try to, sell it and get your health potion instead?
Yeah, I mean, we could. I would rather probably. Basically, a climbing potion is something we would probably just keep around in the party, and if somebody needed it, very context dependent.
I would say that it's probably a good idea for us to keep it around in case two of our thick pals, Mr. Beast or Krakenston or Haraffenston, need them, especially because Goliaths. I don't think in 5th edition they have a climbing thing, but I know that there have been some people who sort of homebrew them as having climbing abilities.
Climbing in 5th edition is just athletics. So if you have athletics, you can climb.
Well, if you have athletics proficiency, then you're just able to climb better.
Yeah, so everybody can climb. It's just, you're less likely to slip and fall to death if you have the skill.
All right, so you guys have enough time to do like your quest?
Sure.
Yes, let us quest.
Heck yeah, let's fight.
What are we questing?
So apparently there is a quest where hopefully we can kill something.
Yeah,
I
we're about to
think-
walk into the swamps and hopefully
Yes.
not die.
Deal with 10
Hopefully.
beings in the forest swamp.
Alright.
No. So I
I got my
will
trident.
sneak. I will go into sneak mode. Do I have to roll for this? GM?
Yes. Also, because it's because you don't have advantage right now because you're still in the guild area, because it's just grassland there. Otherwise, when you get into the swamp, you'll have advantage because you know.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn
Okay, you know what? Then I will just wait
Elf
until we go out of the
ability.
guild and then into the swamp, and then I will roll.
All right, so it takes you guys around let's see, each square that's there is around a mile from the guild hall, so it takes you guys 3 miles to get to the swamp. And then after, well, I guess, that wasn't an amazing advantage roll. But it works, I guess. Because after entering the swamp, you guys enter a battle.
Just cool. Just gonna start fighting right away.
You guys get ambushed by 7 snakes. So just add in your tokens and then roll initiative.
So I'm stealthed, right? I just made a stealth roll.
Yes, and your stealth roll is the bestest roll. It works because the snaky boys and girls.
All right, so now let's roll some initiative. Not good.
Hold on, I still need to clear the turn order, so
Oh, cool. I get to reroll.
yes. So make sure you guys clear your
Oh, darn it.
well, that was terrible.
That was
Sad,
worse
sad.
than my original roll.
I just heard a sad trombone echo through the words.
That was a natural 1 on an initiative roll, y'all.
Well, that's
And
a
of
22.
course, someone got a natural 20.
Um,
0. That makes me feel a lot better.
I'm not. I'm just adding their turns to the initiative order, and then I'll roll their initiative.
No, let them stay at 0.
No, you guys need to have a horrible, horrible time.
Oh, I'm not the
love it.
lowest. I'm not the lowest. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Oh my god. Again.
I was very confused as to why there was a generic avatar with a 17 next to it, and then I realized that it was Enthrall.
Elfie, you need to add your token to the thing.
And then Thrall actually has a 21. She hit it twice.
It says 17 on the... Wait, let me check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 17 on the thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
I
How do I add the
That's
token?
my.
Your token would be from your... Just drag and drop your character. There we go.
Okay, but I don't have to change the initiative roll, right? Like that's okay.
No, just right click and then add turn and then type in your initiative. which is 7. And I need to roll the initiatives for the snakes. Which is actually really easy because their dex is 1d20 plus 2. So one snake, other snake would be 16. Snake would be 20, and the fourth snake would be 19. And then I roll 3 more times. Alright. So
Did any of the snakes roll worse than me?
I made it into descending order. Please make sure your health and AC and speed are in your tokens again, because you guys didn't well, you guys need to do that anyway. So it's Kurt Santon's turn. It is your turn, my dear friend.
One second, you just told me to add stuff to my sheet now. I gotta do that.
Yeah, just add your health, AC, and stuff.
So is AC in the red and health in the green?
Yes, health in
Does
the
it matter?
green would health in the green would actually help. Your AC in the red, your AC and speed doesn't really matter. I just really would like to know your AC, especially doing attack rolls.
So you want AC first, and then health, and then speed. Gotcha. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna grab my my necklace of many holy symbols, cast and I cast Shield of Faith around myself to up my AC to 18. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull my my great sword and go run in to attack the snakes.
That's it. Which one are you attacking? Alright. Roll damage. That's actually, you guys can see, well, I know you can see the thing, but you do quite a bit of damage to that one snake.
And it's my turn.
All right.
I don't think, by the way, I don't think everybody's on the combat tracker.
Everyone should be.
Just checking. You want the red one to be HP, the green one to be AC, and the blue one to be speed.
No, green to be your HP. Otherwise, the other colors don't matter which ones they are. Alright, now it is the next constrictor snake's turn. This guy, or girl, we don't know, is going to bite the closest person. Which unfortunately misses.
I don't think that's unfortunate.
It's our DM only speaks from their point of view, and they're very eager to see us dead. So
And this snake is gonna go over here, and then they will make a bite attack roll, which also unfortunately misses. And now it's Enthrall's turn.
Okay, so I start by casting Dust Devil on the 5. On the 5-foot cube. Can somebody tell me how to cast this spell?
So, assuming that it was all plugged into Enthrall's character sheets, there are little macros that you can click, such as for attack spells, it should be on attacks and spellcasting. But if not, then you click on spells, you go to the level of spell that it is, and you click on it. It'll ask you to select what level you're casting it at, and then after that, it should do everything else automatically, assuming it was able to be plugged into the system correctly.
Okay, so here is me hoping that I did this correctly.
Alright, well, the range of the spell is 60 feet. What kind of 5-foot cube are you making?
I would put it in. Is there a way I can mark this map?
Yes, if you find a square and you hold it, do you see the little circles on your screen?
Okay, so
Yeah.
this one.
You
Can you see that?
So basically that?
The one just to the left of him, it has to be unoccupied.
Unoccupied? No. Alright, so you're making an you can have draw shape and then so it's that square, yes?
Yes, that's right.
Alright, and that's a concentration spell.
That's correct.
Alright then, so it's not dealing any damage right now, but it will deal damage when anything ends its turn in that square.
Right. Or within, it's like 5 feet of that square, I think.
Within 5 foot of the Dust Devil. Alright, but it has to end its turn there.
Yeah, yeah. And then I move here.
So basically, everything has to be within 5 foot of the square. Alright. A little bit of AoE control. Cool.
And that's my turn.
You weren't going to use your wild shape to do something? Because you could do that as a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
In that case, I'm gonna activate my symbiotic entity, and attack. I don't think I have a attack built in yet, so
Actually, if you already cast a spell, you can't attack.
okay. So then I just gain 4 temporary hit points per level.
Yeah. Well, that would mean you got 8 temporary HP.
Okay.
Because
Not
it's
12?
per level from when you gain
Okay,
the
gotcha.
subclass. Alright, that's your turn, and now it's a Constrictor Snake's turn. Unfortunately, Constrictor Snakes are stupid, so this guy will go over here, unfortunate, and try and bite you. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, it misses the attack. And then, let's see. They have to make strength saving throws, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Alright. You know, I'll just make a little macro for this because I don't want to, snake. Strength. Go. GR. 20. Boop. And what does it have to beat? Your spell, say your spell?
I'm sorry, I don't have this on my character sheet. Give me 1 sec.
It's 8 plus whatever your casting ability
DC
is.
13.
2.
Well, it rolled an 8, so therefore it gets damaged and it gets flung 10 feet away.
Yeah, 10 feet away.
Do we get to decide in what direction?
I assume in the opposite direction it's currently in.
Away from the dust devil, so yeah.
Alright, so it takes 1d8 damage. So, roll damage, Jamie. I assume you could have just clicked the Dust Devil button in the chat, but whatever, so.
Sorry.
It's fine. You're new to it. Everyone learns things eventually. Alright. And it gets flung away, which means it gets flung this way. Alright. Now it's another Constrictor Snake's turn, who is not within the circle, and it'll just attack Chrysanthemum. And unfortunately misses. And it's not going to move, but now it's this snake's turn. And they will move over here and attack Chrysanthemum, which misses. And then they get flung away, so roll damage. Uh,
Hey, Enthrall, can you roll damage?
yes, because that's
I was figuring it out. Sorry.
all right. That's 7 bludgeoning from the snaky. Well, to the snaky. Woo! And it gets flung 10 feet. All right. So it gets flung here. And now it's that snake's turn, and they will try biting Chrysanthemum, rolling a natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Let's see what the snaky boy gets on their roll. This is cool. Best around. So I have to roll another 1d6 for the damage. Oh, that's fine. Let's do the 100 roll. See what the critical hit effect is for the snake. Oh, Chrysanthemum, the snake bites hard enough where your armor is damaged and you get -1 penalty to your 8 armor class.
Oh no.
And you take 8 damage. Oh, are you also on a concentration spell?
Me?
No, Chrysanthemum.
Bird that just dropped it. It's usually a D10 and then plus how many extra damage you took, I believe, beyond whatever it was. I have to. But yeah, at a 7, I definitely dropped the spell.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, your AC is also, yeah, so it was 16 and now it's 15, unfortunately for you, and now it's, oh yes, and which snake was it? Oh yeah, he's not within, so sneaky elfie girl.
Okay, I have a question.
What?
Because Assassinate says you have advantage on attack rolls. Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. Now, what does surprise mean?
Surprise means that it's a surprise round.
Okay. And how is the surprise round? Like, how does it work?
The surprise round are when you guys get the drop on an enemy with that don't see you, and considering the enemy snake is
Hello?
so
Wait. What? So the enemy is a snake?
the enemy is a snake, and when you snuck in, its passive perception is less than what you rolled for your sneak. So therefore, we can say that you have advantage on your attack roll, and it will count as a crit.
Creatures that haven't taken a turn yet, though.
Oh,
Well, there is a snake that hasn't had a turn yet.
actually
Yeah,
no.
can you
This This is the snake that hasn't taken a turn yet.
There shouldn't there be? Oh no, there should only be one. I was misreading the thing.
Yeah, so that's the only one that hasn't taken a turn yet.
Move away from the one that's in front of you. It's going to get an op attack, though.
Yeah, and opportunity attack. Unfortunately, the opportunity attack misses. So
Let me see. Advantage attack is up here. Let me see. So that would be. I'm gonna take. Wait, does that count as a sneak attack or does it? No, wait. Like I still have to.
Elfie, are you sure you want to do that? You're gonna get opportunity attacks.
What do you mean?
And the snake you were near, probably.
I know we already rolled that attack was a miss, but should that even have been the case since Alfie was sneaking? Like the snake wasn't aware of it just because it landed near her, right?
actually, that's true.
So none of them should be able to make sneak attacks, or not sneak attacks, attacks of opportunity against her because none of the snakes, at least as far as I know, realized that she was around.
Yeah, because their passive perception is poor, and she rolled 15. So
no attacks of opportunity. Nice.
yes.
So
Never
I'm
mind.
basic. Sorry.
All right. So
Do my turtle?
hold on. I have to. All right. Yes. So
Okay. So
you're attacking with your swords.
I'm attacking with my sword. Yeah. Let me see. What is with this whole sneak attack thingy?
Sneak attack is your sneak attack.
Okay, never mind. So I take the short sword.
If you have advantage on the attack roll, so you have advantage, so you can also roll that after you hit.
Yeah, but I also have like crit. Can you like combine that? Okay. So that would be one. Let's see what I rolled. Again, what?
And I effect. Unfortunately.
Wait. How about the sneak attack thingy?
The sneak attack was the extra 1d6 that you rolled.
Okay.
So the
now-
total damage that you've done is 9.
No,
Oh.
she hasn't done her sneak attack yet.
Normal roll, right?
And that gets doubled. That gets doubled also because of crit.
Are you sure? Like, shouldn't just one be crit?
Yeah, you're supposed to have 2d6 for your sneak attack now also.
Okay, so I have to roll again.
I don't know what it's doing. It's trying to roll the d20 instead of rolling her damage for it.
Okay, so I don't. Wait, now I'm completely confused. So I had a short sword, right? And that had 6 damage. Then I was 1 free. So then I had the sneak attack. Okay. Moderately OP.
21 damage.
Slightly OP. Is it that? Like, is it unalive? Well, that wasn't that what I just used.
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
used.
If she's using a short sword, she should have an offhand dagger, though.
Can rogues attack twice?
They can with an offhand, they just don't get their proficiency bonus to damage.
Do I have
Huh.
like I should have a dagger? Can I use that?
I mean, they don't get their modifier for strength or dex to for the damage.
I mean, there's no harm in like trying to finish it off though.
Not really. Okay. 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 Yeah, might as well start, deadly if I already turned into an assassin, I guess, eh? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, but like that's why I was so eager to sneak as soon as we left, because I really like sneaking, because then I can surprise, right? Alright, so wait. Dagger. The normal roll, yeah? Okay.
Nice.
Just give me a sec. Dagger. Is it that? Is it that? Yeah? Yeah. So, I sneak to the snake. And I slice it with my short sword. But it's still moving. And so, in my panic, I pull out my dagger and I just stab on it until it stops moving. And then I look at the others and I'm like, job's done. Ooh. Okay. Let me try to fade into the nothing. Let me try to hide. Let me see. Art. That would be. Let me see. Stealth. There we go. Normal roll. I love that. All right.